Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my picks and analysis for the 2014-15 AFC wildcard round. Well, in the first game I'm picking is Pittsburgh over Baltimore, and even though Pittsburgh's starting running back Le'Veon Bell, his status is questionable, I still like this team. They're a very formidable home team. Now, they've won 5 of their last 6, 6-2 at home this season. The offense has been explosive at home. They've averaged about 32 points per game there this season. They've won 4 consecutive games, home playoff games, and they've won the last 2 at home versus the Ravens. Now, the Ravens, though they don't quite have the ravenous defense as they've had in seasons past, the defense in this game will be adequate. What's interesting about this game is that, okay, they split the 2 regular season games 1-1. Pittsburgh scored 49 points. Baltimore scored 49 points. So obviously something will give in this game, and somebody will have the edge over the 3-game period. Now, Baltimore was throttled 43-23 at Pittsburgh earlier this season, and although Baltimore trounced Pittsburgh earlier in the earlier game this season, so this game being at Pittsburgh, I think Pittsburgh, on virtue of home field advantage, emerges victorious. Baltimore is tied for second in sacks in the NFL. If they could get to Ben Roethlisberger, they have a shot in this game. Now, linebacker Elvis Dummerville is third in sacks this season at 17.0. Now, Baltimore also has 18 forced fumbles, so they're gonna, it seems to me like, in order for Baltimore to win this game, win the turnover battle, make Pittsburgh throw some errant passes, get them into making some mistakes, and that's about the way I would see Baltimore having a shot in this one. However, Pittsburgh has just been too hot. They've been relentless lately. The Steelers, I do believe, will win this game. I picked the Steelers to win this one over Baltimore. Now, the next game, I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts at home over the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, Indianapolis, their offense has been superlative this season. The 3rd in total offense, 6th in scoring offense. They've averaged nearly 29 points per game. Now, and even though I'd like to see this team, can they, how about as far as their defense goes, that might be a little bit of another story, but it should be adequate enough to prevail in this game. Now, Indianapolis annihilated the Bengals 27-0 earlier this season, and they dominated in time of possession at like a 2-1 margin approximately. 6-2 at home this season. Cincinnati is just one of those fickle, enigmatic teams. You don't know what you're going to get from them week to week. I mean, granted, I believe they finished 10-5-1. They finished half a game out of first place, got the wild card, and they're not a bad road team. Now, Cincinnati is 6th in rushing offense. Now, if they can get the ground game going, they may have a shot. I really don't know if Cincinnati could win this game just by simply airing it out. They're going to have to at least have a balanced rushing and offensive attack in this game. What was interesting in the previous, the last 2 times these teams played, there were no interceptions by either quarterback in this game. So there may not be, if you're looking for an abundance of turnovers in this game, it's probably not going to happen. So it's really going to just be about just simple execution and whose offense and defense basically is going to play better, because it's not going to be really won or lost on a big play, I don't see, in this game. Now, the Bengals only managed 135 total yards in the first meeting, which was in Week 7. They have lost 5 straight playoff games and haven't won a playoff game, I don't believe, in like over 20 years. Now, in those 5 playoff games, though, they have 12 turnovers. So turnovers, even though I stated before, probably won't factor in much in this game, considering it's the playoffs. Cincinnati really needs to be prudent and really play a careful, I think, methodical type game and have that run, try to get this running game going a little bit more and keep Indianapolis offense off the field, and they have a shot. Now, in those playoff games, Cincinnati has not eclipsed 17 points in any of them. So obviously trying to do something to get some points on the board, maybe even really early in this game, is going to be imperative, and not to get in too much of a hole because they get down like 10-0 to Indy in the first quarter. I think that game really is everything but essentially over, because I don't see them playing catch-up against this explosive offense with the Colts. Well, anyway, people, and like I stated before, I am taking Indianapolis in this game. Let me just go over to my monitor, and I'm going to give you a rundown of the games real quick. There's only two, but I'm just kind of following my usual routine, so just hold on momentarily. Okay, here we go, people. 2014-15 AFC wildcard predictions: Pittsburgh over Baltimore and Indy over Cincinnati. Well, people, that'll conclude this YouTube NFL prediction segment for 2014-15 AFC wildcard round predictions, and stay tuned next time, where I'll be giving you my picks and analysis for the 2014-15 NFC wildcard round. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.